G'day everyone. Today we're going to do some motorcycle fun. We're going to take Helen on a trip to the First Fleet Memorial Gardens up at Murruwindi. And then there's another little surprise trip that she doesn't know about yet that we're going from there tomorrow to. She's probably got a surprised look on her face now going, he hasn't told me this, but that's right, I haven't. And she's got a side mission. There's this little fella, right? And his name's what, Helen? She can't even remember his name.
This is a good...
It's not Skrog. See, her mind's in the gutter. She's thinking about scrotums and all these other things.
No, I was thinking car. No, Skrog.
Skrog's his name, not scrotum. Skrog. It could be a little green scrotum, but no, it's a frog crossed with a skull. This little fella, Helen's gonna go in and look at the gardens, and when no one's watching, she's gonna stick him in the garden somewhere and give him a new little home.
Yes.
Be excited. We're trying to keep her voice down, so that way no one thinks that I'm an idiot. They know Helen's a bit of an idiot, but no one will think I'm an idiot then. So, from here, we're going to Murruwindi. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm excited.
See, just like Big Kev. Again, Big Kev was an idol. He was a champion. See you on the road. Bye now.
See ya.
So here we are. We're at Singleton. We're having a coffee break. Resting the legs.
It really is coffee this time.
Never trust her. Not 100%, man. Not 100%, you know. Like any time that could be a little gin nip in that coffee that she won't tell you about. It'll be always claimed as coffee. She's my girl. She can have it if she wants it. So we'll show you around. How about that? That was exciting. That's England. So until the next stop at Muswellbrook, then we'll talk again, see what else is going on.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Murrurundi. No, we're not. We're at Musselbrook. Musselbrook. Look, Helen's so excited. She's never been here before.
Yay!
Yep. So, the first thing that comes to mind when she comes to this town is she needs the toilet. Wonder what that says about her. Anyway, we'll talk again soon. Bye.
Australian countryside is just amazing. Mountains off in the distance, big open fields, amazing blue skies, and wide open roads where you can open that throttle up and let the bike breathe, let the wind blast through your hair, feel the vibrations through the road, up through the forks. It's an experience that we strive for as often as we can do it. It's a never-ending enjoyment. Motorcycles, travelling and friendship. You can't get enough of either one of them.
Here we are, folks. We made it to Wallabadah. The Memorial Gardens are just over there.
Yep.
Helen's just over there. She's still with me. I didn't boot her off, not anywhere. I didn't do a wheel stand, throw off the back whatsoever. Look.
See, I'm here.
See? So, we're going to unpack now. Set the camera up and watch Helen set up the tent. You know how it works. Helen sets up the tent. I sit back, drink bourbon, watch Helen. She does something wrong, I yell at Helen, and I get another bourbon. Okay, so let's get that done.
Right,
Helen, grab the tent! It's done. The tent's up. Helen's been sleeping the whole time. I did it all myself. So check it out. Bonny's all comfortable. And yes, Helen's got her first cup of coffee underneath her feet there. She's a happy camper now. Literally a happy camper now. And look, there she goes, the hard worker. She's going to the hard working chair in the seat. So we'll go around and show you the accommodation. It's my lovely tent that fits my motorbike in the front. And of course, there's Helen, you know, she's happy still. We come around and that's all Helen's mess. This is my mess neatly packed inside. All right, that's Helen's mess.
I did the inside stuff.
All right, then we come out here, and like I showed you, this is the great beach of Wallabadah. Check it out. You got the point down the end. All right. And of course, we just heard Helen crack open her coffee. There it is. Over there is where Helen has a mission to complete later. With good old matey, wherever. Because Helen's probably sitting with him. That's probably sitting at the table with...
Who's in there?
So where have you kept your baby, Helen? That Helen's responsibility and only job today was look after Skrog. So where's Skrog, Helen?
Inside the gym.
Nowhere near us. Good work, Helen. So I'll go get him and bring him out because he's in his hometown. Where is he, Helen?
In the tent, off to the right there.
Hey, buddy. Hey, here he is. Come on, buddy. We'll put you out so you can have a bourbon. See, if we come down here, the creek line, and you'll see all that murky, crappy water. That's where they breed. That's where they come from. That's why we brought him back here, so he could be with his family, with his frog family, skull family. But he's not going down there. He's getting an upgrade to the Memorial Gardens. Because good old cat burglar Helen's going in there, and she's getting it done. She's getting it done for Skrog. Skrog needs to go home to his upgraded environment. So Helen will get it done. So at the moment, I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to have a word with my sponsor. All right? Maybe even a couple words. Some of those will be burping. Jim Beam. You love it, you want it, we're going to have it. Talk later. Bye now. What's Helen talking about, I wonder? I think she might be talking about the van. So we'll go for wandering. G'day, mate.
Oh, hi. So where would you sleep in the front? Over the top of the...
No, it'd be at the back where the back window is.
Oh, okay.
It's probably another bed up the top.
Possibly.
So here we are. Wallabadah! And Helen wants me to be quiet, but we know that's not fucking happening. Sorry to swearing. I did say fire truck, I'm sure of it. So here we have it. We have the dining room area, especially for people like Helen. Right there, that's it. So you see, you got a top lounge, you got a bottom lounge, and when you're drunk, you get to go down that slippery dip to the bar. We will see Helen do that later. So at the moment, I think Helen's doing a recce to see where the frog could go. She could take it on to drop it in there now, you never know.
I think we should go over there.
Oh, hang on. G'day, I found bourbon in the boat. It's not all whiskey. There's bourbon. No rum. Bourbon.
I want the Looney Tune.
Ahoy there. See, so many things in the front restaurant. So over there, we've got Helen. And look at her. She's like Catwoman. She's stealthing over there to suss out where she's going to put this without the owners knowing. Gotta be quiet. Dun 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 diddle-doo, diddle-doo, dun 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 dun. Yeah, she doesn't look sus at all. Like no one will think she's doing anything weird.
I bet that's in the shower.
So if you remember, so this is a First Fleet Memorial Garden, and because it's First Fleet, like, we wonder if you can take in alcohol. But think of it this way. Do you think the First Fleet people that come to Australia were drinking? Damn right they were drinking. So they're not going to stop us taking alcohol in because the First Fleeters would have been drunk. Why else would you come to Australia? Alcohol. Not for the animals. So...
He talks to himself all the time.
We'll have a wander around. Let's see, we've got to keep it quiet. Helen will get embarrassed.
Oh, they've got tents on.
And over here, you know, because the first thing I want to see when I come into a First Fleet place is an anchor, because, you know, I'm really excited about an anchor. Yeah, that's great stuff, but look at the anchor. And we got some plants around the anchor. None of those plants you could eat or smoke. And over here, we got all sorts of things. Look at Helen, look at her. We can see that she's already sussing out a spot for it. Some names of the first fleeters that come here. Alright. I think they got the spelling wrong because there's no Campbells. But we'll move on. It could be on the next one. We're following the orange brick trail. Trying to keep my eyes out. You know, oh, we've got some seeds down here.
There's a Campbell.
Check it out. Here we go. We've got a Campbell. We've got a Campbell here for the first fleeters. And it's a J Campbell. Nice work.
Nice work.
We're here. Right, we're here. And look at this one. There was even a nurse when they come across in the first fleet because it says nurse. Moving along. Helen says it's interesting they had a nurse. What, does she think that there was never any nurses in the world? Anyway,
Why did they put her name?
that was her name. When you're born with the name nurse, you become a nurse. That's just the way it is. It's like this fella here that's named Mason. I guarantee he worked on rocks for the rest of his life.
Yes, I bet he did.
Well, he fucking does now. Hey, this one's for us, Helen. Look at that one. See, that one's blank because that's where it says Helen and Chad.
Yes.
She's still sussing out the spot for old, you know,
Bloodworth, was that the doctor?
the old Skrog. Probably in her hand still. Look down the hand. Look down the hand. Everyone. Look, find that down there. See, she's got it. She's got it there still. She's sussing everything out. Haven't been down this way yet. Seen over here for the First Fleet Gardens. The council have done some amazing work. They've made some metal look like a sailing ship. It's wonderful. It's outstanding work. That would have took years because in Australia, no council does any work within 5 seconds. So something like that you want to drag out for at least 5 years so you can get paid good money for 5 years. Now you do it in 2 days. You're not going to get paid enough at 5 years at least. Moving along. Here we have the tale of the Second Fleet. See, because no one's heard about the Second Fleet. Why do we care? It's all about the First Fleet who got it. But in typical fashion, all right, a couple of things sell in the world. Sex sells and violence sells. Most time we use sex to portray things, but in this case, we're using violence. Look at that lovely shot. A guy getting whipped in New South Wales. That's a wonderful thing to show the world. So let's move on. Why does the Bicentennial Gardens all look like the same tree? Anyway, here we go. The voyage of Lady Juliana. As you see, she went from Europe, South America, over to Cape Town, Africa, and then of course Australia. Like, that's where it was always going to stop, Australia. And by the looks of it, by that, never come home, just stayed in Australia, got to Sydney Cove, job done, you know, move along. You missing the duckies on your right, Helen? First Fleet ducks, like, they come over on the ship, and they've been here ever since then. Here we have another sign. The Guardian of Justinian, sailing to save a colony. That's right. You don't see no Moby Dick in that photo, do you? Moving on. Yep, we got you, Helen, scratching your bum then. Nice work. It's all right. Nice bum. We allowed that to happen. Little ducky trying to get away from me. Then we have the people from the Scarborough. Oh, and we got more over here. Oh, this one's for Steve-O. The Death Fleet Dun dun dun! That's right. Looks like they've got the same shackles as Steve-O too. Not bad. Centrelink give you them in your first week when you join up to get the government wage. That's what normally comes with your government wage, a set of cuffs. The New South Wales Corps! Oh yeah! Savoy prison! Oh, dun 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 dun! Look at that. There's a picture of my Friday clothes. Same, you know, I've got the same sword I wear on Friday nights.
There's an asphodel there. I know a guy, asphodel and curry.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's quite an unusual name.
And look at this completely different plant for the rest of the plants in here. Oh, wait, no, it's the same. All right, we'll keep going around the track. We'll see something different. Have you still got old matey?
Yes.
Look, she's still got him. She's still got him in the hand down there. It's not about getting in trouble, Helen. It's about if we get in trouble, we say sorry and we'll move it. She will say sorry because I've got nothing to do with it. She's breaking the law, not me. I'm holding the camera. I'm filming her breaking the law. Well, there's so many of them, but all the plants look boring.
Topiary, I think they call it, where they cut them like that.
So I think I've worked out what happened, right? The government spent all these money on sandstone blocks and putting up, you know, like metal boat sculptures and things like that. They had no money left for plants, so they just had to go out the bush, get the one plant and just move it around. Look, same plant. Oh shit, same plant. Oh wait, no, that's the same plant. Over there, if you look close, no, that's the same one. We have a flagpole. Flag standing proud. It's dusk. That flag should be pulled down about now. And Helen will be saluting when we pull the flag down. You can't put him there, Helen. Helen tried to put him on the flagpole and raise him on the flagpole. We can't do that one. Same plant. So, this is the Memorial Gardens. Would I recommend to come see it? Well, like everything, you've got to experience everything once. And it is part of history. So, I would recommend to come see it. If you want to see lots of different plants, you're probably realistically best to go to the florist down the road. But history, you know, you get to see a flagpole with a flag on it, you get to see some names on some sandstones. You get to see an anchor. Right, things that you would have never ever seen before.
That's rosemary.
See, Helen's on it. She loves the garden, she loves the bush. She's just told me that every plant in here is rosemary. So, I've tried to bring, say, Helen to somewhere special with lots of different plants for her to see. Let's just go with, I brought her somewhere special. We'll leave out the lots of different plants. So, we'll go around. We're nearly around. And Helen's done a little spot. He's going to put him in there somewhere.
In here?
Yeah. Oh, we're going to film
He's
it.
going to do it where the anchor is, but it'll be next to it.
Yeah, that's why it's in that bush somewhere. Yeah. Watch, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look, here we go. Here, this is it. This is it. He's going into his new home. No, I need to put him in a bit further than that. He's in his new home. Look at this. Are you happy, Helen?
I am.
He's back home. Check him out. He's there. We brought him all the way from Newcastle. He's hanging out where he's meant to hang out. So if you want Skrog, or you think you know where he is, come to this garden and find him. He's being left here. This is his new home. If you don't find him, someone else will. And over here, back to the story of the First Fleet. A list of convicts sent to New South Wales in 1787. A list of convicts sent to New South Wales in 1787, written twice. That's so. It's so important that you all need to come here and read that. That's how we got here. And over here you got another one. The First Fleet. You got a picture of the world. Tells you about the beginning. the convicts' voyage and settlement, the strange tale, health and well-being on the passage. Scurvy did make an appearance. We've got a list of supplies what they bought. I wonder in them supplies if there was any special things brought over. So that's the supplies they brought with them. Very interesting. And we've got the Aboriginal experience. There's also a need to plan a new colony and the navigation down there. And then we've got, of course, the list of convicts sent to New South Wales in 1787. Helen, can you take my phone and get a photo of Skrog? Just get a photo, close-up photo, so we can add that to the footage. Hang on. High def resolution on. So all we got to do is press the button there. Okay. Over here, we've got this special one. Wallabadah. And that's another special one. So we'll write it down. We'll sign the book. FBB fly. We've got to get Helen to sign the book.
Yes.
I didn't put the date because I didn't know the date.
That's the 7th.
Did you see the name written up above you?
Yeah. I'm tempted to go Probes because that's my nickname.
She's signing the book because then we know who to link up to, who left the Skrog here. This is the evidence right now she's doing, hasn't realised.
Pen's running out.
That's all right. You haven't got
That's right.
It's good enough. We've signed. We've been here. We've signed. Moving along. We're nearly out. We're nearly going back to where I'm going to have to set up and cook the good stuff. Now this is what it was about.
I don't think we've seen these ones.
She wants to see these ones because these are completely different than every other sandstone block around here. Ugh. Fire. Ugh. Most important thing. Fire. Jim beam. And we've got Helen in there somewhere in the shadows. Oh. We got the sun's going down. So, and I've got to cook in a minute, but before we cook, right, we have to go through some things here in this place. So, what's here? What's available? Nightclubs. No, we're at the bush. No bloody nightclubs. Restaurants. No, but I can cook. And Helen brought beef jerky, so that's close to a restaurant. Restrooms and showers. Yes, that's a big thumb up. We've got restrooms and showers here. Places to stay. Well, obviously, we've got a tent. So you can stay here. It is free camping. Not $1, not $2, but free. And if you act now, you can get a free piece of firewood, 1 stick per person. What else do we have? Alcohol, bottle shops, very important. Do we have any? Damn no. Again, you're out in the bloody bush, bring your own alcohol, because there's none here. So So I think we're done for what's available. Parking, plenty of it, right? Motorcycles right down next to the river. You know, you could park next to the gardens if you want. You could park in the tent. That's where Bonny gets to live. All right. What else do we have out here? Sheep. Well, there's the occasional sheep. Ask Helen about it. She's from New Zealand. She gets excited. I had to stop Helen jumping off the bike at one stage because we went past sheep. What else do we have out here? So really nothing else. What we do have is tranquility, peace, quiet. So what we're saying is that Helen doesn't have a cup of coffee today because the coffee don't come in the cans. So she's got a good old gin. Not the magical gin that comes out of a kettle. Well, to Helen it's magical gin, you know, but to the rest of it's not magical gin, it's just alcohol gin. But she's got it, she's got the good stuff, she's into it, she loves it. Well, I've got, as we know, drinks from our sponsor that we don't have, but if I keep saying it's our sponsor, maybe at some time, Jim Beam, you know you want it, you know you love it, get it in ya. Here we are, it's late at night. Helen's eaten all my beef jerky, drunk all my Jim Beams, put out most of the fire, but she's still a good girl. We've had a lovely meal, you know, 5-star rating, piece of steak on a burger bun. Good stuff, it's what you want. We got rid of, or didn't get rid of, that's not the right term. We let him go to his new home, old Skrog. Helen was not in tears, she was a happy little camper.
Yep. He was happy.
Right, so he's in the new spot. It's late at night. We're trying to be quiet.
It's just a bit.
We've got red lights flashing on the camera, things are going bad, so I've got to make it quick. So, we're going to wish you a good night from here. Helen's going to drink all my bourbons, eat all the last of the beef jerky. I might get a cigarette. I might be still here in the morning, but I doubt it because Helen's going to eat and drink everything, but I'll still survive. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Motorcycling, camping, rain. So we're stuck for now. As you see, I'm doing lots of work in preparation. Helen's grudging in preparation. Yep. This is the fun part. Can't do much about it. Just got to hope that we can get out of the mud bog and head home when there's a break, which is probably around, I don't know, somewhere between 2 to 3 hours from now. So we'll sit and wait. Gotta love motorcycling. One of my favourite times of the day, coffee time. And today we get to see if my 3D printed spoon works. I'll get Helen to be the camera lady and hold the camera, and we'll see if it melts. This is an important time. So much 3D print, see? So we've got the knife. Little knife, yeah, nice and sharp, sucker. Cut you in the throat, you know, like... Don't cut shit. We go. Well, it holds the sugar. That's a start. So we'll just pour the sugar in using the spoon like that. See? Spoon worked well. The last little couple of dibby dabs. Right. So, again, 3D printed spoon. We stick it in there. And then we just pour it straight in the cup like that. Beautiful work for the spoon. One more time for the dummies.
Oh, it's gone off.
So it'll be right.
Okay.
Now, like, Helen's always prepared, so I know Helen's got the milk just next to her.
I do.
See, I told you. She's not much for camera woman. She's now just filming the motorbike, but
Oh. Milk.
we have the milk. Helen will add to the coffee, and then the 3D spoon will be tested under heat. Moo. Rank, rank. Moo. Beautiful. Look, here we go. This is the tester. Here we go. Is it going to fall apart? Is it going to melt?
Pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad at all. 24 carat.